Brosplay!
Welcome back.
Project Sunburst is a success so far.
Are you into, how much of Weeds have you watched?
Season and a half?
No, that's fine, don't worry about it.
Hey, whoa.
Only the best Genji Cohen show on the planet.
Genji Cohen, that's his name?
Yeah.
It's a very interesting name. What kind of nationality is that?
I don't want to offend anybody. That would be a it would be a microaggression for a white man to speculate on someone else's race.
Actually, I think it would be a microaggression for you to not try.
Okay. Saudi Arabian.
Okay. We have a prediction. Oh.
Good shot, brother. No, I don't want to give myself any more work in the future. We should avoid doing that stuff. Just because there's a huge disconnect from, like, if we're telling myself to put things on the screen that we don't know, and then the viewer's looking at it, and then we don't know what they're looking at.
Why would we ever want the viewer to know more than us? Fuck the viewer. I'm kidding. We love you, folks.
Anyway, Weeds ended in season 8.
So many episodes of so many shows.
That music just caught me off guard. I was expecting it to be that loud. The music from that guy's car?
Yeah, man, he's bumping
really
beats.
Loud. He's bumping it. Yeah, the finale was very interesting. I rarely ever feel like shows end well, because it's kind of hard to end something that went on for that long. But
yeah, and that people have so many expectations for.
Yeah, and you kind of have to wrap things up and leave certain things
unwrapped
like a present on Christmas Day. Yeah, it was good. I liked it. It was weird. It did that thing where they skip ahead like years in order to properly wrap things up. Except this skipped like 15 years ahead, which I thought was really weird.
That's a neat idea though, because 15 years is enough time to seriously establish that stuff has changed. If you go a year in the future, or maybe even 2 years, yeah, sure, some stuff has probably changed, but other stuff could also change, you know? It's like, oh, everyone's reformed. Yeah, well, what about a year after that? What if they're just back to the same old shit, you know, within 12 months?
But yeah, it was very strange. It was very weird. It was... Yeah, I don't exactly know how I feel about it, but I felt like they kind of not emulated, but they kind of brought it all back to... They brought like every fucking character that had... Oh my god.
Yep.
How have we not done this yet?
Well, oh man. That is the number one thing that is missing from the first game. Is the first game was brilliant in the way that its combat worked, but there wasn't really a way that you could pick up objects and hit people with them. You had to pick up an object and throw it, which meant that you were kind of limited in how you could use it. But goddamn is it fun just picking up, like you can take light posts and just run around smacking people with it.
Nice. Very nice. Oh, okay. Anyway, to finally finish up my stale Weeds conversation. They brought a whole, like, every character back into that last episode, which I liked.
I assume none of them were dead.
Well, the ones that weren't dead. Anyway, I just watched 2 Tom Hardy movies. The first was Revenant.
Oh yeah, he was actually really good in Revenant.
I wish someone had told me earlier. I mean,
that he was in it.
Yeah, like he's not in it. He's the fucking antagonist. He's the bad guy.
Yeah, well, he's basically the star. The only reason Leo's the star is because he's a good guy.
Yeah, and what's really weird about Leo is that the majority of that movie is spent silently watching him. And
yeah, he doesn't speak it much at all.
He barely speaks. It's essentially just groan after groan, but holy shit, dude, that bear scene is unbelievable.
Even their final battle, it's a vicious movie.
Yeah, it was vicious too, but the bear scene was so uncomfortable. I was like squirming. It was just, most of the time, most of the time, animal scenes are done behind the bushes or from a close angle, or you just hear screams in the distance. This just fully shows the whole thing with almost no cuts. It's absolutely fucking brutal.
Well, you also expect that he's going to be this badass and just like take on a bear.
Yeah.
But it really took into perspective how powerful a fucking bear is.
Oh yeah, it's a terrifying creature. And I love the fucking morons who got upset about the trailer when it first came out. They were like, the bear's raping him!
What does that mean?
And then the people were like, it's a female bear, shut the fuck up.
Wait, that's what people thought was actually happening. See, I think that's where the willful ignorance comes in. That's where people are just looking for a reason. Like, no one thought that. Don't tell me your intellectual brain thought that that's what was going on.
Exactly.
You fucking weirdos. You're just looking for something to yell about.
Oh, but man, that I actually had to. I was really tired when I was watching that movie, and I was in a decent mood. And when I first started watching it, I was like 5 minutes in, and I had to stop and come back the next day because like that
just
first,
too much.
The opening scene is so emotional, and then the bear, and then I came back and watched the bear scene, and I was like, fuck, this needs to end. This is so uncomfortable. It was like, I couldn't imagine the terror of
fighting a bear.
Yeah, being in that situation, and he keeps trying to fight it, and the bear is just like, stop. Please stop. I just want you to stop.
Yeah, the multi-phase aspect of the fight was also kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That's a movie I suggest anyone to watch, but you can't really have like a weak constitution. Like you really have to be, well, it's not for the faint of heart. I
challenge you to be in a good mood by the end of that movie.
Yeah, unless you're someone who really likes sticking it to people who stick it to you. Because I found that was one aspect of it. It's a very good revenge story.
It's
if you're
wonderful.
into that.
Oh yeah.
Which I'm usually kind of into that, but at some times, you know, they always parrot this around in movies because revenge really doesn't make you happy.
Nope. No, not at all. Why is it called Revenant? What does that mean?
Revenant?
Mm-hmm.
I actually don't really know. I usually associate that word revenant with something like divine, something like superhuman. I think that might be part of it. You know, he survived a bear attack. There's native peoples would think that when people killed a large animal like that they took on some of its power.
Oh.
Like the magic of the animal. So I'm guessing that's probably part of it.
There's, I forget who said it. It was I think he might have been a professor, or I don't know. But what's the band called? There's a band, and they do a lot of little excerpts from scientists in their songs. And he says, fuck if I could remember the name of the band. But this guy says there's a lot of things that make sense. Or like things that we now know don't make sense that would have made sense at the time. Like from the perspective of Earth, if you haven't had satellite footage, it really does make sense that the sun is revolving around the Earth. It really looks like that.
Well, there's some periods in time where it would have been unscientific to believe the Earth was round. Because you didn't have the evidence. There's a famous example they talked about in Cosmos, where a guy dreamed about how there was all these planets out in the universe because he dreamed about flying out to it. And Neil deGrasse Tyson says, this isn't science. He just happened to predict exactly what it would be, but he had no evidence.
Yes.
So believing in him at the time wouldn't have actually been a scientific thing to do. It would have just been fluke.
That's something that bothers me when people don't get the point. When you're trying to explain the situation and they're telling you like, look, I told you not to do that, and I say like, you didn't know this outcome. Like, you told me not to do it for a different reason, and then they'll say,
you don't get points for that.
But I was right. Like, you didn't know that was gonna happen. Don't pretend like you fucking predicted this bullshit. Especially those people who call everything, like they say that everything's gonna fail, and then one thing does, and they say, well, look, I'm right. One time.
That's actually a big problem when it comes to scientific studies, is that you have to take into account the ones that succeed and the things that fail. If you don't take into account both, you're doing that. You're just shotgun effect. Eventually I'll get something right if I say the same thing all the time.
Yep. And
notice how I'm not getting knocked over?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. The last game you get knocked over by a fucking breeze.
Yeah. But the second Tom Hardy movie I watched was Legend.
Oh, so you did watch that?
I'm a fucking homosexual, Reggie. I completely botched that impression, but fuck, is that ever a good movie? And what was weird is that it's based on the actual Cray twins. So
That sounds like an expression.
cray,
Yeah, these cray twins.
cray twins, brah. Actually, they are fucking crazy. Especially is it Ronnie? Ronnie and Reggie? Not Reggie.
I didn't actually watch the movie. What happened
Oh.
was I started to watch it, and it was a little slow, and
Yeah.
I knew it was like 2 hours.
Yeah.
But I was also interested to watch Bronson, so I thought, I'll just watch Bronson.
A shootout is a fucking shootout.
That was the scene I really wanted to see, because that brother is just fucking nuts. It reminded me of Peaky Blinders. That scene.
Yeah.
I thought it was the second season of Peaky Blinders when I first saw it.
Yeah, those red band trailers.
The what trailers?
Red band trailers. Isn't that what they're called?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, those. I saw two scenes from that movie before I watched the movie, and they were referred to as red band trailers.
Is that where Brian Redband gets his nickname?
Maybe.
Well, that's interesting. I've never heard that before.
You know where Fuck, never mind.
I had a point. Wasn't a good one.
No, Stan. You know where Stan Lee got his why he's called Stan Lee?
Like his moniker?
Yeah.
No.
His name is Stanley Lieberman.
Oh, and
Probably
he
just
didn't
got
like.
sick of people saying Stanley Lieberman, like Lily. So he just went, fuck it, Stanley. I think it's Lieberman. Fuck. Or maybe it's Lieber. Stanley Lieber.
So his name was Stanley. That's not a coincidence.
No, like he really.
The whole Stanley thing is actually like he did that.
Stanley is his first name. Now the word has no meaning to me, but said it too many times.
Stanley Yelnats.
Yes, that was a good movie.
Yeah, I like the premise of that movie.
What are we digging for, ma'am?
We're digging for splooge.
Oh, fuck! I love that they drink splooge in that movie. That must have been written before anybody ever knew what splooge was.
Long before Pornhub was a big thing.
Semen.
In case you're
Animal
wondering.
semen. No, splooge is just semen.
Well, could be from an animal. It's all splooge.
Yeah, but it's not specifically. I didn't want that White Castle reference to confuse people.
White Castle.
Yeah, Harold and Kumar go to White Castle.
Oh yeah, yeah. Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle and is like one of the best in the series. I think I saw the third one, the Christmas.
There was
one.
a third one.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It was actually pretty funny too. Well, have you seen the second?
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't. Oh, nice.
Shit.
I can't remember what it was about though.
The second was actually pretty funny. It's Escape from Guantanamo Bay. So
Oh yeah. Okay.
he for some reason decides that it's a smart idea to get on a plane with weed, and he's smoking a bong, and then people are like, oh, what's the smoke? And he's like, it's a bong, and they're like, bomb. So they put him in Guantanamo where they have to escape. But the best part is I don't know if they parachute or they just hand glide fall, but anyways, they fall into George Bush's house.
Yeah.
And they're smoking weed with George Bush, and he's like, but how can you like make it illegal if you do it yourself? And he's like, hey man, just because you like something or don't like something doesn't mean the law's got to reflect that. like I don't like giving blowjobs, but I love getting them.
Oh fuck! That whole movie series really is a social commentary. Like it's a satire on the ridiculousness of mostly Americans.
Well, I don't know much about the guy who plays Harold, but I know that the guy who plays Kumar is
Kal Penn.
Yeah, he's a smart dude.
He worked for Obama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obama.
Oh yeah.
Is that a joke already? The
The
Obama joke?
Obama? Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So we're not inventing. We're not creating right now.
Well, I mean, technically, a Let's Play is a transformative work.
So we can claim it as our own.
So although we are horribly and disgustingly feeding off of the hard work of lowly developers, technically...
Yep. Sorry, ruffians. We're taking your work.
And sorry, Ruffian Studios. Actually, that's who makes this.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what you meant?
Yeah, no, sorry.
Okay.
You thought I was just talking to the ruffians in general?
I thought that just
All the
worked out.
whippersnaps?
And I was thinking, like, did that work out too well? Did I get that wrong?
It's like the Gotham. Gotham could be a city. Gotham could be a show. Gotham could just be an idea.
Gotham could be a slogan for Got Ham.
That's true. You know what? Maybe we'll make Gotham our slogan. We'll just steal that shit too.
Mitchell.
2016.
Oh, shit. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, I don't think I was either. But we got it. We got it.
Oh, there's this experience that I want to talk about. It's kind of hard to describe. You know that feeling when somebody... I'd have to like over describe it. When somebody is doing something for you, or I guess to you, it's like they're taking care of you. Like when you get, like I get this when I get like a haircut, when someone's like working on fixing something of mine. I don't know, it's really hard to fucking describe, but it's like
the service industry.
Kind of. No, it's not really the service industry, because I don't get this, like when I go to Tim Hortons, I don't get that. But do you,
so non-food service?
Yeah, have I not explained this well?
No, I understand what you mean. I'm just also looking for a word that would describe it. But anyways,
it's like a tingly feeling, like in my. It's like when someone gives you a massage. It's like a really warm, cuddly, fuzzy feeling.
Normally massages I find are a little uncomfortable.
Oh, okay. Fuck. It's like if you don't feel it, I don't even know how to describe it. You probably do, just for different things. But I get this like really, almost euphoric feeling. Like a guy came to the store the other day to fix the air conditioner, and it just like felt really good that I knew he was just dealing with the problem. I think probably relates back to being like taken care of as a child or something, like back to when I didn't have to worry about shit.
I see what you mean. When someone with expertise comes in to help you with a problem you can't solve on your own.
Yeah, like when I get my hair cut, I get the same feeling.
I think part of it is that I have a really high standard of things to get done, and so when it comes to things like my hair, I've always hated haircuts because it's never right. I've never had a good haircut. Well,
I always get the place I go to will do the straight razor on the back of my neck, and that is probably one of the greatest feelings in the world.
That's just the feeling of being clean as fuck.
It is, but the actual feeling of the blade is beautiful.
I bet, yeah. I would actually be very interested to do that. Even a straight razor shave would be nice every now and again.
Dude, the place right here is like no extra charge.
For a shave?
No, they don't do a full shave, like just the back of the neck.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like that's just to square it off, but the difference is unbelievable.
Well, that's one thing that happened to me is I had basically cut my hair. When you cut your own hair, like you have trimmers, you can't really do the back that well.
No,
or you can ask somebody, but they're not a professional. So, sometimes I just go in and I just pay for, them to cut up the back, just get some professional help. And I go in there and I'm like, yeah, just redo the whole thing and then, just really quick, because they took off like 1.5 millimeters, and then do the back. And first of all, they charged me for a normal haircut, so it cost me $20 for them to run a razor over my head.
Dude, this place is $14.
Well, I mean, that's after tax, but and tip.
No, mine's $14, like
with tax and
flat
tip
rate. When I tip, it's like I usually tip like $3.
Yeah, but when I left, I went back home and I thought, this doesn't even look good. How do you fuck up a buzz cut? Actually, how do you fuck up a buzz cut?
Dude, a lady at I won't say which company it is. She cut the part of my ear, and it took a long time to heal. It's a weird spot.
She drew blood from you?
Drew blood. Full on fucking blood.
I feel like that's the worst possible thing as a hair cutter, because that person could sue you if they wanted.
Not even my last choice.
Yeah. I see what you did there, yeah. That's the same place I went. It's not worth it. It has become my last choice.
No, it's not even my last choice. I won't even go. Fuck it.
Last choice is I take some scissors and I just pull my hair out and I cut it.
Just don't cut my hair, just so I can keep growing it.
Yeah, that's a possibility, but then like 1.5 feet later, you gotta do something about it.
Oh, fuck yes. Thank you for joining us.
Look at that eruption.
The light best bulb has been effective.
And I said let there be light.